Welcome to Hurst Point Lighthouse. The lighthouse here at Hurst was to protect the ships as they came in through the main western entrance to the Solent, and in particular from the shinkles, which are a very shallow area of water, and the sector light sends out a very narrow beam of light so that ships can keep themselves centralised in the main channel. On arrival at the base of the lighthouse tower, the first thing we do is check the status board to make sure we've got a nice lot of green lights, which tells us that the main light is working and the sector lights are okay. So after checking at the base of the tower, we next make our way up to the top to see if everything's okay with the lights. From the base of the tower up to the service room where we're just entering is 85 steps. In the service room we've got two sector lights which send a narrow beam of light out down through the Needles channel. Each visit we make here we have to check the state of the lamps inside the sector light, and I see from the first one just opened up we've got to replace two of the bulbs. Also in the service room we have the main controls for the main light, which is in the next floor up, and each visit we just check that the lamp changer is okay. So we're just changing over from the main lamp 1 to main lamp 2 at the moment, and if everything's alright we'll get the controls flashing up on there in just a second. I think last little bit we're making our way up to the top of the lighthouse now where the main light is. We're at the top of the lighthouse now, and we're just having a look at the main light, make sure the lenses and reflectors are all clear, and we'll go around the other side in just a second and see how the lamps are looking in there. Once a week we come up to the top to check the status of the lamps and make sure they're not burning black. We've got three 50 watt 12 volt lamps which power this main light, and through the use of the prisms and the lenses they send out the main light beam for 12 miles. We also just have a look around the lamp changer to make sure that if there is a problem, the lamp changer will function automatically. Thank you for visiting us here at Hurst Point Lighthouse. We hope you've enjoyed this very brief tour and enjoyed the exhibition over at the main castle.
Hurst Point Lighthouse guides vessels through the western approaches to the Solent, indicating safe passage through the Needles Channel. The first lighthouse at Hurst Point was located approximately where the Castle Cafe is today. It was first lit on the 29th of September 1786. Unfortunately, the light was obscured to shipping in certain directions, so an additional higher lighthouse was constructed further back, and that was first illuminated on the 27th of August 1812. During the extensive alterations and additions to the castle between 1865 and 1873, it became necessary to reposition the lighthouses. A new lowlight was erected as a part of the fort's defensive wall. Its access was via a pivoted iron staircase outside the castle because the military authorities would not allow the lightkeepers admittance to the castle itself. The new highlight with keepers' cottages was built some 50 feet to the east of the original 1812 lighthouse, and it was first lit during September 1867. It is this 85-foot tower that remains operational today, displaying a light with a visible range of 14 nautical miles. Due to the shingles bank shifting its position, the bearing line for a safe passage had to be altered. As a result, the 1865 low light was discontinued on the 30th of November 1911 to be replaced with a new 50-foot square metal tower within the castle wall, displaying a light with a 12 nautical mile range. In 1923, both lighthouses were automated with flashing acetylene gas lights. The gas was produced in a specially constructed building close to the highlight on the site of the demolished original keepers' cottages. From that date, only one keeper was required to visit occasionally to ensure the supply of gas was adequately maintained. Major modernization was carried out to the Hurst Point lighthouses in 1997. The main light was changed from acetylene gas to battery-powered electric filament lamps, and high-intensity light projectors were installed which exhibit 3 colored lights continuously to mark the needle's channel. The 1911 red metal tower was decommissioned and painted grey to avoid navigational confusion. The ventilator and weather vane were removed and now on display, as you'll see, at the entrance to the Trinity House exhibition rooms in the west wing of the castle. Today, Hurst Point Lighthouse is monitored by computer from the Trinity House Operations Centre in Harwich. Although there are no longer any lighthouse keepers, a local lighthouse attendant is on hand to carry out regular maintenance visits and to replace a lamp should one fail.